3, 2, 1, we're live with Samael, the Celestial. We're going to get out the shares and likes. A little bit different on the altar tonight. We got some light on. I have my reasons why. We have a huge reason why. Tonight, hey, how you all doing? How are you doing? Hope you've had a wonderful day. You know, we're going to go through things to get to where we're going. Each and every one of us, thank you for coming along. We're going to just keep feeling this energy. For those who don't know, or if you didn't read the title, I'll be summoning the Samael, the Archangel, the Angel of Death tonight. So, let's just take a few minutes, let that soak in, and I'll be right back. Okay. I will say that there is a reason why I'm doing this. A huge reason why. You know, to be the Samael is not to summon an angel is different from a demon. Deja vu. Remember, the angel of death is not considered evil or bad. If you consider them, either one, if you consider the angel of death, either one of those things, you will lose communication with them very quickly. Okay, so we will remember that as we move forward, respectively, of course. So enjoy the scenery. I've got seven candles lit in representation of the ill. What is ill? Sam-il, or as you would want to say Sam-il, Samael. The L is considered the word God. So remember that. Whether you want to believe Samael is the creator of God or not, you must respect him as is a God. Or you will get nowhere with whatever you're working with. Remember that. Samael, an archangel, I said, who is also the archangel, who is also, as Samael would put it, there's no other God before him. No one has ever been able to take out Samael. They have taken out everything else, but the Samael is the angel of death. Death has always been here with life. So let's think about that. I'll be right back. I've had deja vu on him, on the deity and entity of Samael 3 times. That will be here momentarily. Take your time with something like this. I have sent out meditation. I have sent out prayers. I've sent out calling cards, so to speak. Certain calling cards. I'm doing it right now, even through visual. Even through the visuals you see right now. So we're going to keep that feeling, that electricity and energy going. Now when I start, I'm going to open the front door. I mean, yeah, an entity or presence can come through however they want to. But remember, you're going to treat this angel like someone. To call this angel is not easy. To have him interact with you is very tiny bit. The idea that Samael is going to take more than a second with you means something. Respectfully. Remember that. As I have been told, very few has actually ever summoned Samael and lived to tell about it. Now, Samael has worked with several people throughout life and time. So the entity is very real. Mentioned in pretty much every book that has anything to do with anything magical, occult-wise, biblical-wise, even in the governments. The name is probably considered the most it's considered one of the very most prestigious names to have. And it is. It really is. To be able to use the name Samael is a very prestigious thing. That's why you carry it with respect. If you're not carrying Samael with respect, then you probably don't use that name very much, because when you carry it, you use that name. So we're going to remember that during tonight's entertainment. So I'm going to put it tonight's entertainment. Now, why would I go summon the angel of death right here, live, for everyone to watch? For starters, when I do my revival of magic, that entity and that deity will have to show up. If I cannot maintain that spirit and that entity the whole time, then the havoc, the chaos, it would be released. But I have to, as the king, I have to, being the king, I have to have everything in subject to me. This here, this signal that everyone sees, and why I say I know everything Solomon knew. So that, sorry for the interruptions. I will take this time as I try to pull King Solomon into my medium spiritually. Fill the shadow up with Solomon. That's why there's a signet. Now, it's just not a normal signet. It's not a normal signet. You said, well, anybody can go get one of these signets and call Samael. No. No, you're wrong. You see, when I do my hieroglyphs and my tattoos, I do it a little different from everyone else. So remember that. It's not a normal tattoo. I'm not going to explain it to you, But you can say, I'm going to try to word it the right way. Everyone, I'm going to project 2 words to you. The first one is blood, and the next word is my own. It's the ink. Now, if you go do that and you get sick, don't blame me. I didn't tell you to put blood in your ink. I said because I'm Melchizedek. My DNA works with it. Not just anybody's works with it. So therefore, Samael knows the difference when being called by the key. So we're going to take a moment to soak in everything going on. I am still sending out the beacon for Samael as we talk. He knows. Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows. Now let's start with the first part of deja vu. I am going to, of course, call my past into me. For that information has been downloaded in my head already. Now, let's start with, I'm going to turn off some light. We're going to go into the dark. This should be decent. I want to catch all. Okay, so this is what we're going to work with. I have a chair right here in front of me. It's like right here, I'm patting it, you can hear me right here in the chair. So that way, face to face with that chair. We're going to go with me pulling Solomon for all those that heard me. Now, I don't have to. Okay, so we're going to start with this equation. I use my, because my blood is Melchizedek. It's celestial. So let's remember. Take some cough drops. That's what this is about. I have summoned Hecate in videos, and she came to me. I have summoned the celestial Lilith, and her essence and entity did come to me. The celestial Hecate, as well as the celestial Eve. I'm not going into the details of how you summon these beings. Really, it only works through a Melchizedek mind frame set as well as magic. My magic is different from everyone else's. Now, I need to explain why I'm talking to you the way I am. If you notice, I'm a little bit different for a reason. I've already went in as a medium. The spirit that's housed in me is like the General Samael. As he's projecting everything I'm doing, as well as the other side, which is planet Earth, what I call Mama Planet Pinky. earth herself, her essence, works inside this vessel. So, in order to get Samael to break link inside this medium, I got to come through as another king. One that Samael can let go of right now. It sounds almost complicated, but it's not. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull Solomon up through here, explain to him everything he needs to know. I have pulled Solomon out before and talked to him. So Solomon does know of the times and the way everything's going. As he was told and foretold, he would know even today. There you go. Back to deja vu. Now, I'm enjoying a little bit of coffee. I'm not fasting. I don't have to. I'm the king. There's a bunch of set of rules. The way you can get Samael's attention during a summons. Now, Samael, the angel of death, is not, like I said, to get his attention alone takes a lot of power. Even breaking the tide in me as a medium, that's the first thing that'll get his attention. See what I mean? I mean, that deja vu just sparked right there. Me even thinking about breaking. Got Samuel's attention. I think all creation felt that little spark he just threw out there. So I'm not even to try to think about breaking it. Maybe put it on hold. Maybe that'll work. I'm first going to soak into the deja vu. Will this be the Solomon from the time of Song of Solomon? Yes. He'll be the same king. Will his words be in American language? Yes. Because this is the vessel. Even though inside here, if I think the words, I can project it to you and we don't even know the same language. But after we get done, we know the same language. You see, I've sat and talked to people and never actually had to speak words to them. So when Solomon gets on here, he's going to say and do exactly what he's designed to say and do to get with Samael and talk to him. So we are going to follow protocols. Now, do I have a star of salt? Am I sitting in a star of salt and the people around me? No. Once Samael presents himself, and he'll present himself his way. He will say that. You will feel deja vu while we're in this interview. Now, this is going to be a connection point. I will not use Bones, my little skeleton guy. I will not use him to an angel that's highly disrespectful. To an angel, it's highly disrespectful. You can understand why. What else? I want to set it right. I want the feeling to be right. I want it to be... You don't want the angel of death just walking in, because if he just walks in, he can portal through any second, anywhere around the world. throughout everything. We don't want that. Right? So I'm got to be very careful. That's why I'm taking my time. I'm not getting in a rush or a hurry. He did tell me and recommend me earlier through thoughts to be wearing my hat, black one. He doesn't really care for the red hat. He likes the way the red details black. Especially in this vessel, if you notice, he really loves throwing just a little red out there and a whole lot of black shadow. Because he works so well in the shadow. You see, most angels work in the light. But Samael's design is he favors the shadow, the dark. That doesn't make him evil, but it definitely makes his work very efficient, if you notice. Okay, so we are getting about ready. You see, first we'll start with similarities of why it's the similarities of this vessel and Samael is so close in appearance, in appearance, that I keep a iron rod. There you go. See how big it is. 35 pounds hammer. I nicknamed it the Hammer of Thor because when it hits something, it sounds like pow, like you just. It actually, I've slung it a few times and you would see some large sparks come off of it, almost like a lightning, like whoosh. So I call it the Hammer of Thor, as well as, is there such thing as a god named Thor? Yes. There really is an entity, Thor. So, if I tell you about him, he's nothing like the Marvels. Even though, give Thor his respect, he deserves it kinda. He's been around a long time. He's been worshipped, praised. You know, humans have sacrificed themselves for him. That's just how it is. There is power there, and I have to use it. You see, as being Melchizedek and a medium, I have to use that power. So we're going to talk about that similarity, as well as the sword. The sword is also a replica of the time King Henry cut off his wife's head and handed it over to their enemies and said, "That's how bad I'm going to win this war." For those who know that, that is a thing that Samael would just love to have. So naturally there's another trigger for the Samael. These are like offerings, gifts, you could say. So you can see where I'm lining those gifts up. Why? You want the right spectrum for the angel. Let them know, keep projecting, deja vu. I'm doing this out of homage, respect. We want that feeling. We want that. If you're going to keep getting his attention, to get him to come to you and travel, you're going to have to make it worth its while. The angel of death and deja vu, and what I have studied from him, being a medium for him as Samael. I get a lot of, being the angel of death, he doesn't crave death. He craves his respect. He craves his honor. He craves his hard work and dedication to his purpose. Samael is a general for goddesses. He wants no less. Can you blame him? I cannot say I would blame Samael for not wanting something less than the actual goddesses. So tonight, to draw Samael as an entity, to be here, to deja vu me, I don't know if I will speak. There's one way. I don't know if he will make noises. I don't know if he'll be in the candlelight. But you see, this is the first calling. To truly get Samael to do something. Tonight, it's playing chess with the master time, if I can put it that way. Tonight is do or die. So for Samael to understand what his true purpose is, not just inside the medium, but outside the medium, is where the wall is. For example, in the future, examples in the futures, as we keep progressing over the next few months, we're moving out of magic, the tombstones, we're moving into gods and goddesses. You can say you're parking your mansion right in the middle of their yards, and there's nothing they can do about it. That would piss every human being off on the planet. Can you imagine somebody just parking themselves right in the front of their yard and start building something you're not supposed to build? Yeah, see how well that works. Take it to the Capitol buildings, take it to the White House. I promise you, it's about like saying, hey, but, listen to me, that's how you get the angel Samael's attentions. There's another trigger. Deja vu. Now you see what I'm doing. Whoop, whoop. Deja vu. Deja vu. Deja vu. Deja vu. And then I send it out. As it goes around, deja vu, I send it back. It comes in. Deja vu. Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. That's how I work with everyone. Teamwork works this way, eye to eye. But when I'm sending out messages, celestials work with it, they understand it. Humans, they hear it, they can't apply it, but they hear it. So, but this is very entertaining for the humans because we all know they're real. We all know they are real. We can try to take them out of our lives. We can try to go away with them. They will still show up. That's how that works. Now, I'm enjoying a little coffee. I am going to deja vu. What else is there? Okay. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oops. Here. Alright. I'm fixing to open the front door. Now I'm going to open the front door. I'm going to leave the front door cracked. I'm not going to leave it open. But if it presents itself to be open, I will. Will I try to turn the camera that way? Huh. It's a good thought. Maybe I should put a camera on the front door. But I tell you what, no, and deja vu, no. Not this time. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're working with. You see, I'm working with other goddesses. I'm working with other, from Norse to Celtics, on and on and on. I'm working with all of them. I want to be respectful in every field. Not just mine, not just yours, because we all have a place here together. And that's what I've been working on. And I don't mean as in here, I mean as in the whole world. The whole planet, that's it. And that's what I'm working with. That's what I'm working through. To get to where I'm going, I've got to be able to know exactly what the angel of death intentions is from now to there. I refuse to be a leader who take people down a pathway that's going to get them hurt, harmed, or killed. My necromancer works off of previous magic already done. For example, like I said about my tattoo, before I got on here, I put my anointing oil on. I took my drops of blood and put it in my tattoo. So the offerings are already there. The smell to Samael got his attention. Trigger. Deja vu. You see, I don't have to go out and hurt somebody. I don't have to go running around and do these things. It's Melchizedek. It is an invisible magic for angels. See, that there's another calling card. Womb, womb, womb. See what I mean? Trigger again. Deja vu. You got what I'm saying when I said it's a magic that gets the attention of the angels. Boom, boom, boom. Now everyone who watches this knows it's a pulling from them. There you go. See what I mean? So you do know what I am doing is working. That's right. So, do I call on Samael? Well, like I said, if I try to break the connection, trigger right there. See what I mean? He's drawing closer, yes. Oh, he's about here. Deja vu, yes. I feel it. Why am I doing it with a signal? Could I call him really hard, really fast to me, like right now? Come through everything invisible to get here? Yes. I mean, it would be so quick, it would probably knock me out of this. I mean, it would knock me out of the chair. How fast he would come through. But he knows what I'm doing. He understands what I got to do. So tonight he's presenting himself for me to know that my followers are good with me. My worshipers, my praisers, those who know who I am inside this vessel already. The God, the Creator, the Samael. So I'm going to show you Samael the way he is. For those who are going to see me summon that archangel, there's the other trigger words. See what I mean? It's like, you know how you hear something, but you didn't hear it, but it was there. So when I say those words, it's trigger words. You see what I mean? This medium is part shadow. It's shadow inside. We got to remember that. I'm not looking out the lights. Most of the time, I'm closed-eyed. That's what I'm saying. Not always is my eyes open, because I'm talking in here. I'm talking through here. Now, I really do believe normal people who are sheeps probably can't do it, or they won't focus enough. Those in magic with a certain amount of power, they know what I'm talking about. The shadow comes up from the shadow of the ground, up through the shadows and up through you, and it's trying to reach out. It can touch something. Remember, two hands together, you still have a shadow between you. The shadow's touching you first. You take your skin and push it together so hard, so much, you'll never get rid of the shadow. As soon as you try to move your hands, you already see the shadows there. So, let's get on with the fact that I know I'm drawing his shadow closer to me. Most of the time through the day, I receive my orders from the general, saying what I say, doing what I do. For those who know, I have been coming through with the goddess of God. The one who actually woke me up a year ago on a survival trip, was seen in the woods with me. See what I'm saying? She's pulling Samuel here to look him in the eyes. Now everyone knows what's going on. Yeah. You feel that? That's about to choke some people. They better run. Because when Samael comes in here, he's celestial. He's angelic. He is the king. Respectfully. Because even sitting here, one person watching goes, oh, this is so cute. They might choke and pass out before they hit the ground. Careful what you're watching. I will give you a head start right now to turn it off and remind yourself to never watch it again. If you think it's funny or cute, please do not watch. If you think it's a joke, please turn it off. Walk away. What is happening is really happening. I'm lying to you. You're watching it. You're seeing it. It's not AI, people. I'm really sitting in this chair, really doing this without green screen. It's going to have to come down to that, because people cannot tell the difference anymore. It's really getting scary out there. But the moment you turn these angels off for AI, the moment you turn these goddesses off to AI, the moment you decide you're done with all the magics for AI, is the moment you asked all of them to wipe your planet clean. All of them. That's why I keep telling everyone, you better learn to say these words in deja vu. AI is dangerous. Too dangerous. But you go ahead. Mankind is fond of one thing: destroying themselves. They don't need Samael to destroy them. They pretty much do a good job on their own. There was another trigger. Boom, boom, getting closer. He knows he has to be here tonight. Oh, he knows it. He's just biding his time like everyone else. They know they have to get in front of the king. They know. I don't have to tell them, but they do know. So the first thing we're going to do is, you ready for Solomon to come up through here? I have been calling on him as well. I told you I'm multitasking here while I'm doing everything else. So, we're fixing to get Solomon to come up through here. There went another trigger. Wham. The moment I let Solomon come through here, I believe you're going to find him very I just believe you're going to find it very interesting. I'll leave it that way. Because I'm first going to open up the door, leave it cracked. I'm waiting on a noise, a certain noise, to let me know that it's time to get the door cracked open. I've told you, you take your time. Lay back, relax. I hope I'm entertaining you. I really do. I hope you really like what you're seeing. I have had the privilege of getting to meet a lot of spirits and entities who knew I broke away from the Christian scene. I know that them entities and deities had come checking on me several times, over and over again, wanting to know when I had broken it. It was not my intentions to hurt anybody in Christianity. I will forewarn you that the greatest necromancer ever happened was between Samael and Mother Mary. But we're going to back out with well, they put a virgin child on a cross. And said, come follow me. What that did was take power completely away from Jehovah and dump it right in Samuel's lap. Who screwed the pooch? Anybody ever figured that one out? Hey, it happens, right? Ask Eve. Ask Mother Mary. Ask Lilith. It happens. Now, there is one that has been so unique in this whole puzzle since the beginning of time that everyone thought was the exception to Samael. We know that goddess's name, don't we? Now, there's another calling card to get an angel's attention. You figured out what that calling card is. To get a true angel's attention, you got to give them something they want. And I know what they want. And lo and behold, Lucifer raised up and said, I will declare my throne above God. Lucifer said, he sits in the pinnacle. Lucifer said, watch this. What's that? Excuse me, hairball. Let me tell you what else Lucifer said. As you see, that got Samael's attention. A little provoking. That gets his attention real quick, don't it? You see, Samael being whom he is. He may be an archangel. He may be the archangel. But none less than a demon himself. Trigger. Give him a little glory. Oh, the goddess Hecate. You see Samael's attention again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hear them gritty. That's it. That's it. I know what Samael wants. Of course I'm gonna go crack the front door. Be right back. It would be nice to have a camera on it, but not this time. We'll do it some other time, just not tonight. Like I said, we're going to be highly respectful. The door is cracked open about that much. The front door is. You see, once the angels have made their decision, once they have set you that telekinesis, that you know you're going to hear and observe somehow, some way, you will feel that. Now, you don't get an angel to change their minds. Demons can. So make sure when you ask an angel a question, especially Samael, being a chess master, he's not going to be silly with what he's fixing to tell you and do. Because he looks for those who thinks it's silly. And it's like they say in a dream, oh, Samael, visit me. And it's over. Do not play with that Samael. He is the poison of God. He is the left hand. He is not going to play with his position. The general is the one. He can be the joker. He might think it's the funniest thing since sliced bread or the invention of the wheel. But at the same time, to declare him anything but God, King, General, the Celestial, to try to degrade that at all. You just ask for all the armies of heaven and hell to get on top of you. Like that. So we're going to be respectful of my. We're going to keep going the same way. We're not going to quit. There's some more triggers. It takes a lot to truly get an angel's undivided attention. It does. We're going to take our time with it. First of all, we need to be in that relaxed comfort zone. Now, I just had deja vu on the 4 golden angels. Are they here? They never leave me. If anything, they can attach their wings to mine, and it looks gigantic. Samael knows that as he comes through this vessel, you see what I mean? Even as a medium. And I hear my huge wind chimes going crazy outside. I can feel it. Does the other angels talk to me? Of course. They are very careful with their king. And the Samael knows that. So with his essence around me, I will say some things. I will show some things. Do I have to call on Samael like others? No. I don't actually have to say his name. What I have to do is keep that trigger going. So while I'm talking to you, I can even nail them triggers with Samael. Now say Archangel, and it's a trigger. Say Archangel. To him, Archangel is a very low-key thing. It really just a fancy name applied to angels. That's the way he views it. A soldier is a soldier. It doesn't matter what the title is. Because Samael's a soldier. There you go. You can feel that. Because he knows his purpose is to serve. Hold on. I just had deja vu so big that I'm fixing to say exactly what that deja vu was. Let's say, no, that's not the words I want. A goddess, Hecate, desired for Samael to do a thing for her. Pretty much unheard of, right? Hecate is not bothered by Lilith. Those who think Hecate is bothered by Lilith, they really, really much about magic. What would Hakati want with Samael and the times we're living in? The times we're living in. Very curious information. What does that entail? That we're finding out that they're celestial beings. What about the cipher? What about the watchers? What about other people in the room? I don't know. Don't shut the door. Just leave it cracked. We had some people come through. So, we're live. I got some people come in just now. This is not the setup and situation for a Spookmasters event and have Samael on it. Actually, that's a pre-date that's going to happen in the future. If everything goes according to plan tonight, we will have the answer we need. I promise you that. To keep Spookmasters going forward, to keep Samael, the Celestial King, in this vessel going forward, we need to know what his future entails. That's where we're trying to get. The goddess Hakati come to me and came in this vessel. She took it over. Showing me things she wanted, needed to come to pass. Little would I know that she was looking toward Lucifer. But it wasn't Lucifer she looked past. She looked past Lucifer. She even looked past. I mean, it was like I was coming out with the Lucifer stuff. He was coming through me. But then it was like a trigger. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I lay down and Lucifer wakes me up. I got to get out of here. He's screaming for Samael. And Samael took over. They made an agreement that this medium knows about, as well as the Celestials have inklings about. And they struck up a deal. The great Samael took up the mantle for the archangels. It's a tall order for a goddess named Hakati, for she wants something more. She desires celestialship among the goddess and the goddesses. Now she's got a statement in it. Yes, she is probably the hugest entity next to Jesus Christ. Let's just put it like we say it so. The kind of stories do intertwine a lot. So we cannot argue that. Their stories intertwine a lot. Hakati, she doesn't care whether her followers and worshippers believe it or not. She could care less. Because she's not looking for Jesus on a cross. And she definitely ain't trying to get him off one. She's wanting something else. From the beginning of time, what does Hakati want? Lilith could care less for her. You see, that's where this story truly originates. Trigger words. Whoa. 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 There is something I am going to offer Samael. He cannot refuse his essence to be here. It's like a king telling his faithful servant. You know I got a surprise for you tonight. You know I do. We just got to get there first. You see, the first thing that would keep the angel of death away from me would be to, you know. Can everybody see that? Oops. Can everybody see that? What is that? For those who don't know, it's what I call orcs. I put spirits in them. Now, most people can't. Everybody, and I say most people, I know around the world such thing as trigger objects. This is not a trigger object. But I have one of these. Samael wants. So you got to offer angels something they want to get their undivided attention. And I've got the one he wants. Bingo, 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 bingo. So give it just a minute. He's going to do his rounds and he'll be on his way. Now everyone knows a good king. He's already got the chessboard lined up, move for move. When he gets here, when he finally comes into focus, everyone will feel a ripple during the show. That's deja vu. When that ripple happens, I can't tell you how long of a time it will last. I can't tell you how many seconds that ripple will last. But that's when Samael is going to answer everyone at the same time in agreement. For one thing, I want. You see, this vessel also has his reward, if that makes sense, for all this. To some it does, to some it don't. So, being a medium, letting the spirits come in and talk through me, everyone's trying to figure out, so, am I saying I'm Hakati or Samael? In the words of the greatest king ever, not technically, no. So, let's say Solomon was sitting there one day. Solomon is sitting there one day. And he says unto all his people, I have the power over every demon, angel, archangel. I have the keys Hakati handed me. I have something Samael has begged for his whole life. The one thing he cannot just go get because he feels like it. The one thing everyone is stuck in a tube when they dream of Samael. You see my points. Why am I pointing this at a screen? Because on the tip of this blade lies one drop. Of poison. You see, Solomon Oh, Samael, what are you? I have a gift for you myself. Ripples. Yes. Speak the words. Samael, I offer you. I offer you the sacrifice of this vessel. I need something from you. Oh, he's here. I've already watched him move around 3 times. He's not playing. Yes, old friend. Can you make yourself talking to the microphone? Will you angelically speak to my microphone? Oh, I know you're in here. We pay homage. What is it I ask for? I ask for your guidance to show me. I have been put on a path and a destiny that everyone hears me speak. But I need to know down the road where it's going. Now you see, the demons have told me several things, and it's pretty nice. But if Samael cannot verify those things, then my efforts are fruitless. But I wish it not to be fruitless. What is the one thing Samael needs from me? I see. Everyone's feeling that deja vu ripple. You see what I mean? He's letting everyone know he is here. He's right here. Not actually in this vessel right now. Slowly he will come out. But as a good king would say, respectfully. Oh, everything in this room is very respectful. When you know the general, he who can just out of anywhere, you're done. He doesn't have to pull your ticket. He can pull it when he feels like it. So, I need to know why the goddess Akadi has put me to talk about Easter 2024. Where does that go? What is it trying to accomplish? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to wake up in the morning and continue this. If it is not the right road to be on, and it means something important and worth living for, I will not take my peoples down this road, Samael. The gifts are yours. I'm not going to request anything actually from you. They're yours to use. Everything I have is at your disposal, yes. Used through my vessel, yes. It's the only way the power works. I hear you. You will accompany me the next few days until this vessel is complete with its powers. Then shall the heavens move, then shall the earth shake, then the waters will ripple, and the wind will blow the name of its king, Samael. Did Samael decree the four celestials the four wheels of time? And through them all rule of earth. Through them will be the rule of all earth. Deja vu. Mote it be, blessed be. In time, all will see. In time, all will hear. In time, all will know. In time, the appointed time. I shall not die, unless I request appointed time. Continue on with the magic. I shall live. This was decreed in the beginning of time, before there was time. The power of three gave to the fourth power. For it started as a split between three until the fourth. Through the power of the three, all things can be willed. Through the power of four is to help carry the loads. So let the angels sing and the demons sing. For we are all of the same army now. For in Revelations it was said that Michael and his angels, who fought the dragon and his angels, they both fell from heaven, and their places were not found. But through the Samael resurfaced them all into humans. Mote it be, blessed be. I hear him laughing. Whoops, the goodies are out of the bags, ladies and gentlemen. Whoops. He will return. And when you look through this vessel's eyes, you will know your Samael was no surprise. Hold on. I'm fixing to answer some questions here shortly. I'm going to ask Samael as an angel to touch this flame. Give it his essence. I command it, touch that flame. Is there anything else I could say about tonight? He will honor my request. If I don't wake up in the morning, then this magic is over. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I didn't realize all these other noises were going on. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay, so forgive me for the noises. Some things just happen. Is Samael's presence still here? Of course it is. Very curiously, he's observing everyone, everywhere, every way. Technology is his tool too. Remember that. No, Samuel. You answered my question. If this vessel does not wake in the morning, this magic is to be done with. Mother be blessed. But if I wake in the morning, the magic continues on. I'm trying to know where else I should lead. So that's good. You see, I have no fear of death. But that does not mean I don't fear for my sheep. It don't mean I don't fear for those I care about. It just means I'm going to be very cautious with everyone. I am the guy who would do it first before I let someone else do it. I am trying to get more of the energy. You see, we put in the words of Samael and Solomon as they talk to each other, using this vessel. Notice how we conduct our summons. Remember, keep that beacon going. Keys that it gave a chest. Now, the next thing on the magic. Where does Hecate fit in this? And what does she want? And how is Samael going to give it to her? An equal partnership. He has her power, and she has his. That makes a lot of sense. I hate to say it, but it really does. I hear him giggling. You probably hear that too. In Deja Vu, you probably hear a giggling. You should. Especially you being angelic or celestial in any magical form. Could hear Samael actually giggling to everyone at the same time. Oh. We're going to cut this so it's closed. I have it on a Ouija board actually right now. So I will close the... I will close it. You'll see me leave it. To goodbye, Samael. Okay, so being Solomon, right now, trust me, you have a good lives. That's from the king. I'm going to close that medium out. That's what we're going to do. There is something that will happen. A switch. Like I said, there's going to be a switch. I feel the shadow of Solomon re-enter inside me. He's wanting to come back through. The essence of Solomon is all over the place. But he conducts them all at once. So, any words from Solomon right now? Just be careful. Always be the king. Stay strong with them. Be respectful and mindful of each and every one of them. And enjoy the magic. Words of Solomon, the king. He followed his path and lived it right, no matter what anyone says. Motive be, blessed be. Straight out to the king. I'm going to close it. Closing my eyes. Okay, I'm back. Oh, there's a lot of things that happened. Other people are sitting here like, what was that went around us? What was growling? What was hitting glass? What you want me to say? What you want me to do? I told you from the very beginning. I would figure it out. Every detail. Isn't it beautiful? So beautiful. This gorgeous sword. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let it be and blessed be for all those who has disrespected the Samael will pay that price. All those who respect and admire the Samael and pay their homage well shall be rewarded. For only one jet is not bowing to the king, the celestial one, who the goddesses call to be their king. All of them call him Samael, the king. Not one is exempt, not even one. How much fun was that? Isn't it beautiful? Amazing color. Yeah. I want to show you something you've never seen before. Watch. Watch. There it goes. Beacon, 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 beacon. So I'm going to exclude the rest of tonight. My friends, family, if this vessel wakes up in the morning, you know who the king is, and you know everything that was spoken will come to pass. But if this vessel does not wake up in the morning, all my followers have their orders to disband any works under the celestial king's authority. Kings are not afraid to die. They were born to lead. So remember that. Queens were not born to die. Goddesses were not born to die. Gods were not born to die. But the truth is, you know the fakes from the real ones. And that's all you needed to know to begin with. You feel me now? That's it. I told you I'd show you something you've never seen before. So, mote it be blessed be unto all the realm of magics from your general. So, I guess I'll go take me a nap in this vessel and we'll see if it gets up in the morning. Shall we? Mote it be blessed be. Now, I don't really want anyone praying for this vessel, so don't bother. Trust me. What will be, will be. So if I send out my messages in the morning, I guess we all good. If I don't, well then, I guess we know he ain't. Necromancer at its finest. You know that was the problem. You gotta offer yourself willingly, wholeheartedly. If the death doesn't fear you, and you don't fear your death, you're not looking for heaven or hell. You're looking for your calling. And that's the power where it starts. So, we'll get off here. Up too much people's times. They are so bored. If they don't even have a clue what they're watching, but they're so bored with it. You should catch my point. So, remember the words I told you all never to say? I'll fix to say those words with this vessel. Yes, if a man or men desire to dream of Samael in their dreams, will wake up like they're in a tomb. And the Samael, gone. That quick. Billions of times, I could do 1 billion within seconds. So men, never pray for the Samael in your dreams. He will show up, and you won't know it. But that doesn't imply females. Females can dream of Samael as a regular person, right here, like this. Having fun doing those things that people do. For there is a female Grim Reaper. And the problem is with that, they know who they are. They're hiding, but they know who they are. So, I won't tell you to dream about. But what I will tell you is, when you dream of them, be mindful and respectful. The next thing I'll tell you is, my motive be and blessed be. I beckon to dream the desire of Samael in my dreams tonight. Come and get me. Motive be, blessed be. And let's see if I wake up. Remember, it was ordained, it was anointed. I've been ordained, anointed with the oil. Let's see our beautiful altar one more time. Let's see if it'll stay. I don't know if it'll stay or not. So. There you go. Stay put. Even the sword obeys. More to be, blessed be. Mwah. Night everyone. Till we meet again.